Welcome back to Simply Ruhoni. Today we are going to prepare our lunch where we are going to have minced meat stew with rice. Here are some of the ingredients. We are going to add eggplant in our stew. So as usual, we start by preparing. We are blending our tomatoes. So after blending our tomatoes, we are going to divide it into two portions. One portion we are going to use it with the minced meat stew, and the other one we are going to make appetizer. Now I'm adding chili and blend it again. So here I'm preparing Mbilimbi. Just to remind you, these are the Mbilimbi. We are going to make the appetizer. So here we are done with the ingredients for the appetizer, and now we are going to start. I've added oil and then onions and cook until translucent. So while the onions are cooking, we are going to prepare the eggplants. I've added salt in the water. Salted water will help the eggplants to retain its color. Then going back to our onions, we are almost there. Now we have added garlic and ginger. Cook for a while, and then we added salt and the Mbilimbi. Just mix and then add tomatoes. Cover and let it cook for 20 minutes. Again, in the meantime, let us start to make rice. I've added the spices, then onions. Cook for about 1 minute. Do not let the onion burn. It will change the color of the rice. And then add your rice, well washed, and cook until water has dried up. So in the meantime, let us check our appetizer. Okay, we are almost there. Let it cook for another 10 minutes. Okay. Now let us check the rice. Before forgetting, let us add salt. Cook for about a minute, and then add water enough to cover the rice. Cover and let it cook until water disappears from the surface. Back to our appetizer. It is done. Set it aside. Now let us start to make our minced meat stew. Now while the onions are cooking, let us check the rice. The water has already dried up. So now we are going to add the coriander leaves and let it cook for 10 minutes. So after the onions have become translucent, add the spices. Again, garlic and lots of ginger, and then let it cook for 1 to 2 minutes so that the ginger can cook well. So let us take care of our greens. I've already boiled the water and I've switched off the stove. Add the greens. Make sure they are well submerged and leave them in hot water for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, add your minced meat, mix well, and then cover and let it cook for 10 minutes. Let us now check our meat. The water is almost dried. Okay. You can hear the sound of the meat cooking in its own oil. So now it is time to add tomato paste as well as our beef cube. This is just an option. You can decide to add. Try to mix well, and then after that add your blended tomatoes. Okay. Again, mix, cover, and let it cook for like 15 minutes. We almost forgot about our rice. Let us check. It smells so good with that chili. Here we are, it is ready. So let us go back to our stew. After 15 minutes, add your eggplants. Okay, these ones they cook so fast, so add them almost at the end. Mix well. And cover and let it cook for like 7 minutes. We are almost done with our lunch. Now we are preparing our greens. Okay, we have added onions. So these are the branched greens. You can cut them into any shape that you want. Then after a minute or so, we have added garlic. Cook just for 1 minute and then add your greens. Okay, mix well, cover and let it cook for just 5 minutes. So let us get finished with this lunch. Let us see our stew. We are almost there. Now add 1 teaspoon of paprika and 1 teaspoon of turmeric. This is just optional if you don't want. Mix and let it cook for 2 minutes. So after 5 minutes, our greens are ready. Switch off the stove. Our stew is ready. Now we are garnishing with coriander leaves. Switch off the stove and let it set for 10 minutes before serving. So here is our lunch. Thank you very much for watching my videos and supporting me. See you next week.